Remember your old sergeant, don't you? Let's get you out of here.
Once in a blue moon, a certain title gleams in the dark expanse of, let's admit it, a flooded gaming universe. Are we seeing one of those gems this holiday season?
Reactionary forces are inbound. We got you covered.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, a first-person shooter published by Activision and developed by Sledgehammer Games, features not only different aspects of gameplay, but a story tied in with high-powered Hollywood acting.
Looks like we have an operator on our hands.
He's getting there, sir.
He's ready for some real work.
Now the player takes on the role of Jake Mitchell.
We got it. Things are pretty impressive.
The Marine Corps private is seriously hurt, losing his left arm in a fictitious battle in North Korea in the year 2054. From there, Mitchell is patched up with a new prosthetic arm and begins working for the Atlas Corporation, a defense contractor headed up by Jonathan Irons, played by Kevin Spacey.
Lagos has opened up fantastic opportunities for Atlas. And for that, I'm grateful. To you, gentlemen.
Heading into the gameplay, the Call of Duty standards are all there, relatively the same, with a more polished and seamless 60 frames per second presentation. Going through the abilities, the exoskeleton, or EXO for short, overdrive for intense battles to slow down time, take out enemies, exo shield, grappling hook. But for certain missions in the campaign, only some of those skills are active. The upgrades points are earned in 4 challenges: kills, headshots, grenade kills, and finding intel. That was perhaps the most difficult of categories to earn intel. In fact, I earned 0 points. I didn't know what the hell that was about. Grenade selection: threat, smart, EMP, and flash. The smart grenades were my favorite and used often to lock onto a target and bang, does the trick. A downplayed change that might not be so obvious is the removal of the heads-up display. It is all transferred to your weapon as this holographic image to check your ammo and grenade stock. On the surface, you'll say, so what? Big deal. But think about it. Centralizing the information onto an object that has to be on the screen for a first-person shooter, that weapon, frees and opens up the rest of the screen. If I need to look somewhere, I look to one spot in the lower right corner. Now I have a clearer view of all the action out there. We've seen this done partially in other games, but not in this complete fashion. Multiplayer action honestly didn't do a lot of that. In fact, I played one match. That was it. Believe me, I play a lot of multiplayer in other games, and it just wasn't all that great. I mean, look. Hey, I got 15 kills on my first try. It wasn't all that challenging. It wasn't all that hard. I've seen much better than this. The cinematic feel and cutscenes are good. Now, before I played, I didn't like the idea of Kevin Spacey playing a big role, but he pulls it off.
We're at the ready, sir. You're the trigger.
I want your team on the ground in 6 hours.
On whose authority?
On my authority!
Now, based on looks, a year later after the next-gen consoles have come out, it shows some real potential of what something can look like. So, with all that out of my system, you're probably thinking, he liked the game. I hated this game. I know, GameSpot loved it. IGN, ooh, it was great. 90, 100, 95. I initially got caught up in the hype. Played it a bit, thought, wow, it's as great as they say. I can't believe it. Put it down for a while, went back and said, no. I drank the Kool-Aid, it's worn off, and now I can see. Now I can see that there's nothing really different from the other Call of Duty games from the past, 3 years. The Call of Duty franchise is played out. I am exhausted. There is nothing more new that can be done. If you have to bring in a big-name actor like Kevin Spacey to spice things up, now let's say this is more of an interactive drama adventure with heavy dialogue. All right, I'll accept that, but it's not. It's a first-person shooter game. You cannot hide the fact that this franchise has run its course, and it did it a long time ago. Understand that I got this game for free to review, okay? And I'm also giving away a couple of copies for my holiday giveaway, but I'm telling you not to buy this game. If you're gonna get it for free, that's one thing. Go ahead and play, but do not pay money for it. Oh, well, you think I'm wrong? Case in point, why are so many people playing Black Ops 2? Why are so many people comparing every Call of Duty to Black Ops 2? Why? Because there are no good Call of Duty games coming out since then. Publishers and gamers out there will say, it's the best game of the year. Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. AAA games like this and Destiny from the same publisher were subpar. And for us to spend money on them is ridiculous. Why do we go with the flow with these games all the time, man? Some of the finer points that I didn't like here is, one, there's too many action scenes where I'm doing nothing. Is there any skill involved in this game aside from shooting the weapon? I don't want to sit back and watch the game. I want to play the game with the controller in my hand. Why is it every time you arrive by air to a battlefield in Call of Duty, the aircraft goes down? Every time? Does it always have to crash? And there were some similarities to other games that came out this year, like the exoskeleton abilities, the whole boost jump. That's a Destiny thing. These robotic, mechanized human warriors. It looks like Titanfall. I don't know. I keep thinking that this is just a little bit of a ripoff. All right, so I'm a little upset. But I'll tell you, I'm being honest with you. This is not the game for you. I'm sure the heavy gamer insiders and publishers will say, it's the best game of the year. I think it's wonderful. Kissing ass, kissing ass, kissing ass. Let me tell you, it's not worth your money. Let me now calm down. It's my policy to be as honest with you as possible, and I have conviction in my heart that this is not the game for you. Don't get it. Don't buy into the hype. I'm probably standing alone in this, but I must tell you, don't spend your money on it. There were better games out this year in 2014, and we're going to see more in 2015. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare looks advanced, but is as average as they come.
Lights down. Good job, Mitchell.
Bravo team. KDA technicians have overridden the security protocol and are attempting to trigger a critical event. We have no